Chelsea traced the letters on the arm of the wooden bench distractedly. Years and layers of BFFs and true loves forever, and the errant foul word littered the soft wood under her fingers. She had been coming here since she was 12, the arbitrary age her mother deemed her old enough to cross the Route 497 intersection on 2 wheels without supervision. More recently, she'd been visiting the bench more often. There seemed to be an incessant amount of free time, despite taking as many extra shifts at the diner as she could stand. The wooden bench hadn't always been there. It was placed near the lake with a memorial plaque one summer. Chelsea couldn't remember which one, and she had watched over time as the bench became a seat for scrawling, carved graffiti, but for nothing else. In fact, other than her, Chelsea couldn't remember anyone actually using the memorial as a chair. Memorial for whom? She wondered suddenly. Chelsea wrenched her head over the back of the bench and studied the weathered plate upside down from her angle. Agnes Lewis, beloved wife, mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, and friend, 1905 to 2003. Chelsea dropped back down in her seat and shuddered, doing the math. 98 years. What must Agnes Lewis have seen and done in 98 years? She had lived over 4 of Chelsea's lifetimes. Chelsea didn't really think she had it in her to live out this lifetime, let alone 3 more. This is what she told her therapist week in and week out. This was hard. Living these days was almost more than she had energy for anymore. The guilt and the sadness, the heaviness. God, she missed feeling light. She missed waking in the morning and still believing the day had life. Her newest therapist, Dr. Flannery, told her to keep a gratitude journal to counteract her increasing hopelessness. He had given her a bright orange notebook with "Be the sunshine in your own day" scripted across the front in curled, nearly illegible letters. "Write in it daily," he said. "Focus on the life and promise around you." Chelsea had started using the journal as a mockery, a way to make fun of her clearly inexperienced and joke of a therapist who seemed to represent the upper limits of her meager medical insurance policy. For weeks, Chelsea had been filling the orange notebook with snarky comments and lines, adding scribbles and doodles in the places where gratitude was supposed to lurk. Her therapist seemed to be growing weary when they met last. He told her that maybe she would like to investigate other therapists. He'd given her a list of reputable people in her zip code who took her insurance. She had felt defensive then. She'd gotten back into therapy because she'd started to feel like her mother had given up on her. And now she felt like maybe Dr. Flannery was giving up on her too. So she decided to try a bit harder. If they were going to break up, she wanted to be the one breaking up with him,